Merry Christmas! I'm the Gaming Superhero, and on this special Christmas episode, I will be crafting a kit for the one and only Santa Claus! Which is allowed. He has appeared in several comics, so he counts as a Marvel character. It's legit. So let's get into some comic history of Santa Claus, aka Father Christmas, Saint Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Baba Chakulu, Papa Noel, Babo Natale, Baba Badadimiri, Dadain not no leg, Dade not no leg, again but spelled a little differently I think, Deda Mraz, Diado Koleda, Father Christmas, Gafant Baba, Hulmandan, Hulenisian, Hotonten, Kaledu Senelis, Claus, Mikulas Moskrasion, Nicholas just twice, the jolliest of men, Nicholas of Myra, Nicholas of Bari, Saint Christopher, Nicholas, Noel Baba, Pai Natel, Papa Noel, Papai Noel, La Pere Noel, Kunton Hod, Saint Nick, San Nicolas, Saint Nicholas, Sinterklaas, Sinterklaas but one word, Papa Gijo, Father Crucifix, Viejo Pascuero, de Weihnachtmann, and that's all of them. Age and place of birth are both unknowns, but for his comic book first appearance, it was in Strange Tales number 34, which is like an anthology book with a bunch of stories in it, so I will just read you the wiki paragraph of Santa Claus's section because it is wild. Sammy Glenn is a former engineer that is now reduced to be a car attendant. One day, Sammy decides to take one customer's car and dress in his clothes to impress the people who wronged him before, only to discover they are worse than himself. Sammy then decides to enter a fancy club where he meets a beautiful woman and is offered a nice new job. Sammy cannot believe his new look or why it happened. The ending revealed it's Christmas Day and the car's true owner is Santa Claus. Now, how many of you forgot that it was even about Santa halfway through me reading that? Talk about an underwhelming introduction for fucking Santa Claus of all people. But enough delays, let's get into the real present, the kit. Obviously, I made Santa a support, with his primary fire being nice, where he throws gifts at allies to heal them. No auto-lock, it's just he's gotta aim them similar to Loki. But he also has a secondary fire, naughty, where he can switch to throw coal to do damage to enemies. I'm thinking it would do some pretty decent damage because this is his only form of damage dealing. No other abilities do damage to enemies. Next we have ability 1, Santa's Elf, or Santa's Elves. Santa throws down a little elf that will function as a health pack station. The elf is invincible, but it will also heal any enemies if they pick up the health drop, so Santa needs to be thoughtful where he places them. And he can place up to a maximum of 3 at a time. You can also pick them up whenever he wants, so you know it's easier to replace them and reposition them if you're like moving up in the map or being pushed back, so obviously you don't leave one in the enemy backline. Ability 2, Ho ho ho! Christmas is running late, so any allies in the radius will gain increased movement speed and fire rate, as well as speed up the production rate of the elves, regardless if they're in the radius. So the elves don't need to be within the radius to gain the benefit, but all the allies do. And the elves will produce health packs quicker. Obviously the rate is up for balancing. I didn't even name a rate for the initial elf production, so yeah, it's all relative. Ability 3, Rudolph. Summon Rudolph to fly forward as an ability to fly. This is a simple escape tool, or a get-in tool if you're brave, or if you need to get to an ally quicker. It's very similar to Star-Lord's rocket boots, where you can only move forward and then like turn at a fairly decent rate, but generally speaking, it's not full free movement. It's very much just like a forward momentum thing. Finally, we have the ultimate. Santa Claus is coming to town! Select a path forward to fly over, dropping gifts for allies and enemies in the path. Gifts are random for allies and enemies. Allies get one of 3 buffs. Increased damage, speed, or bonus health. The health one will shoot the allies' health to full and then give them the additional bonus health. So essentially an insta-heal, if you want to think of it like that. And then for enemies, you could get one of 4 debuffs. Decreased damage, increased damage received, increased ability cooldowns, or instant death. Now the ally buffs only last 10 seconds, while the enemy debuffs last until they die. So it lasts for the entire life in which they receive them. Except instant death, obviously. That one has no duration, but it is also the least likely. It's not like a 1 in 4th chance to happen. It's a little less than that. So it's an uneven odds game with the debuffs, but whatever. The random chance is like, so you roll per character. It's obviously not like however many enemies, and then it's decided. It's on an individual scale. And then same with allies. And so there is also a chance that all the allies get the same buff or all the enemies get the same debuff. Although it is incredibly unlikely, but still impossible. But I mean still possible, not impossible. So there is a chance that you get like a 6-man instant death, although those odds are incredibly slim. But if this were to be a real kit, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a bunch of clips like, oh my god, 6-man kill with Santa Claus ult. But you know, that's that's just one of the funny quirks of the internet. There is no team up ability because Father Christmas doesn't play favorites. But that ends this special Christmas episode. I hope you enjoyed. Honestly, I'm a bit bummed after making this because I actually really like how this came out. And, you know, it's pretty much impossible that we're actually ever going to get something like this. But, I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe if they see this and also really like it. But I'm not going to hold my breath. Also, just in case, don't expect like a top 5 skins short for Santa Claus, because really only got the one outfit, plus I really don't know where to put it on the schedule, but you know what to do, and you're welcome for this Christmas present. Now, what did you guys get me? You didn't